Yes, I just saw his sister down there, Ella. She was floating around, just making sure he's going to drive properly, Murph. So
this is one
all these boys, here we go, mate. We're about to...
All right, we're at 2 flags. Out of pole 1 is going to be Epic Racing. Pole 2, Budlight. 1 flag goes down. 3 is Phantom. 4, go RV Marine. Let's watch them launch. Wait for that flag drop. Bang, we're away. Good start out wide by Go RV Marine. So well done, Jacko, second. But I tell you, Tyler Gilligan, the little Mulgard, is off to a flyer. So he's got pole number 1. He gets a straight line to that turn, boy, but it also tightens up the corner for him. He's got the tightest corner to make, so starts to push a little bit wide. You can see the pinch coming. So in the middle there is Budlight. Out third is Phantom, but it's going to be Yarrawonga 4x4. Tyler Gilligan, Epic Racing, leads them into turn number 1, Dave.
Oh, big spin out there for the Budlight. That's Jack Meads.
Did not need that at all. Well done by the chasing drivers to avoid him. Sorry about the shout. I got too excited. Good mate of mine is young Jack, but I tell you what, Tyler Gilligan did what he needed to do, but there's a challenge already. The green and white machine on the inside of Lockie Bride. He means business.
Yeah, look at Tyler Gilligan running that wide line. I don't know. That's opened the door up there for Tyler, but let's see what they do up into turn number 2 here, mate, as he comes right across and picks up pole number 1. Have we lost a turn boy up there, mate, as it looks a bit small?
It looks like there's a bit of movement there, but I tell you what, so Ty Gilligan opening up this exit to turn number 3, but it has meant that he's come across. Now, 3 boat lengths is all you need to come across and take the line of the boat in front of you. So he had the rights to that corner. So you can see he forced the Phantom of Lockie Bride to go out wide and around him. So a bit of tactics there. It is a dangerous game you play when you start to give up your inside line. However, he knows his boat. He knows the fastest time for him around here. And again, he runs a little bit wider line. However, he had a little bit of bobble on the exit there, Bisho, and that's given the Phantom a chance.
Yeah, it's interesting, that wide line, because he needs to be a bit careful. He's, oh, yep, there you go. So he comes back into pole. Lockie Bride just has to drop to the outside again. So Lockie Bride's now thinking about the inside again as he gets pushed wide. So this is very tactical cat and mouse stuff at the moment, Murph.
In the meantime, there's a bit of pace being found in Team Go RV Marine. So Secco Racing, Jackson Seckham, he's not going anywhere. And as these two are dogfighting at the front, he is staying well in touch, and Budlight Racing, so uncharacteristic error from Jack Meads. Oh, I tell you what, Ty Gilligan.
What's happened
very
here?
slow exit. He's hooked the inside sponson.
Oh.
That's going to be enough. Remember, 60 horsepower, standard engine, Mercury Airfire Racing. So he hooked the sponson in. The boat got too much drag, and now he's given up the spot. But you can see Bisho already thinking tactically. He's moved through the spray to the outside.
Yes, isn't this interesting now? So he knows that... And you were saying that before, Murph, in that he's having trouble running the tight line. Obviously, that's why we're seeing him running out wide. When he did run the tight line, he had that problem. He bogged down. He couldn't get going. Lockie Bride's just driven on by.
He certainly has, and there was a little bit of aggression. We saw the last time through. Lockie Bride actually a little bit indecisive. He got caught, wasn't sure whether to go in, go out, and so probably cost himself a bit of a lap time. If it wasn't for that uncharacteristic error from Epic Racing, Tyler Gilligan, he opened the door for him, let him through. But there's a nice battle happening now down here, and definitely some gains made. So not sure what they've changed with Go RV Marine, but definitely some gains made there with Jacko Seckham, the orange and blue machine. He's under a bit of pressure. Meadsy getting a bit untidy behind him. Budlight's getting a bit anxious.
He just ran through the wash of Jackson Seckham there, and the boat just looked a bit squirrely as it went in, and I was a bit worried that he was going to turn it around again. But he did a good job. He hung on to it, and Jack Meads is throwing everything at Jackson Seckham here at the moment to try and get around him.
He is. I can see Glenn, the Professor Seckham, on the cans for Jacko down there. So he's giving a bit of a heads up, inside, outside, make the boat wide, block it. But right now he wants to be running his own line. So a bit of tactics there. So he's taken a nice intermediate line, which has probably forced Budlight Racing further out than they want to be. Just keep your eyes peeled on the Yarrawonga 4x4 sponsor. This rig here, I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't got a bit of a trim issue there in the speed response of his trim, because the boat is a little bit slow to lift its nose. Watch him into turn number 1, the white machine now. So gets the boat settled nicely, but watch how long it takes the bow to come up. See there, it's a little bit slow. Now these boats running 24-volt up trim to try and increase the response time. So that might be why we saw that little bit of a glitch before. But look at the battle for third. That's a hell of a one to pick up in the spray.
Absolutely, only a boat length in the Seckham Meads combination here of the battle going on. Looks like Meadsy may have a mile an hour or two in a straight line. There is not even that, mate, maybe half a mile an hour, but definitely drives up alongside Jackson Seckham there. So Jackson's going to have to try and play the game here and see if he can run some good tactics on him.
He has, and he carries him a little bit wide, which he's allowed to do. So nice. So that opens up the exit of this corner. But if Meadsy in the Budlight machine can just get up on his shoulder. He gets a chance to set the corner, and he has there. Look at that.
Oh, Jack.
So he's forced Jacko to go tighter than potentially he wanted, and look what it's going to translate to. Oh, settle it, son. The Budlight machine is on the verge of taking flight and going over. I can see Father David Meads down there, nose down to try and settle this boat. He's made the move and nearly binned it.
Wow, that was a really good corner there by Jack Meads. He left a lane, but he only left a lane, and that's all you've got to do. You don't have to donate extra, that's for sure. So, and got the job done on Jackson Second, and now he's pulling away quite comfortably. So we got 2 breakaways here now in Lockie Bride, who's leading this event at the moment. He needs to keep it tidy. You've got 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to run in this race, Murph.
Yeah, I promised Darren Bride, the father and the one of the team principals of the Bride family racing, that I would not talk about any of the gremlins that they've had in this series because he tells me that they have found all the gremlins. I'm looking at Mum down there on the bank. She's got her fingers crossed. She's got the whole lot crossed down there because her son right now, Lockie Bride, the driver of the Phantom, is in a position, Dave, to take out the Australian Formula 4 Championships with a win in this race.
So Lockie Bride just needs to keep it tight. He's got a very good break on the rest of the field. He's got 3 minutes and 16 seconds left to get it done, plus 1 lap. Lockie's looking very, very good. This is what we spoke about earlier on, Murph, in that now you need to put your head down and just concentrate on every corner. The entry, the exit, the trim angle, acceleration out of it. Don't over-trim the boat down the straights. You don't need to. There's no need to be silly about this now. You've got a massive break on second place, but you also can't be slow because you don't want him making too much ground on you.
And it's also an interesting thing because when you're pushing, obviously you drive these boats as a race boat. They're not there to cruise, so you do very little time at cruising speed. So if you back off too much, you can become complacent and the boat goes in. And we saw that in turn number 1. We saw boats, not they were complacent, but what can go wrong? They dig that inside sponsor, and we were lucky we didn't have a boat upside down on 2 occasions here today. That when they dive in, they drive themselves under the water. And both of these boats in these front, first and second positions have done that before in this series. That'll be playing on their mind right now.
They're tricky little boats to drive, Murph.
They certainly are, and that's why they're such an incredible category globally, because this is exactly the same thing as racing a Formula 1 boat. You are limited on horsepower, but you've got to use the soft hands, the finesse. Now, understand, these are 16 and 17-year-old brains out there.
Yeah.
They are on their own. They're making their own decisions, and they are doing it absolutely beautifully.
Oh, you look at Jack Meads, the maturity of him when he came in. He knew that he had Jackson Second on the inside. He knew he had to leave him alone, but he also knew he had to keep him really tight. And he just pulled off a beautiful move there. It was a real maturity out of Jack Meads and fantastic effort because, he's got to have something going for him with that dirty mustache he's trying to run.
Yeah, but he's got a very attractive girlfriend, and hopefully she won't be around long. She realised she could do way better than him.
Surely she can do better than that.
His brother's probably going to be a better driver anyway. But credit to the young kid. He's a stand-up young guy. Does a lot of work around the Victorian Outboard Club, and one of the juniors coming through. Actually, every single driver on the water right now has come up through the junior program. We saw them race this morning, the J1, J2, J3, the Australian APBA Formula Future program. Every one of these drivers has come through that system, and it's a testament to the standard of drivers that are producers.
Well, you and I have been fortunate enough to watch all 4 of these guys come up as little kids up through the ranks in junior boats and see them come and do what they've done. Now, there's a minute left to run here, mate, so we're probably going to see a yellow flag after this one. We'll keep an eye on that one. Not sure what exact lap times these guys are running. I haven't got any lap timing running up here, but probably over a minute, I would suggest.
Yeah, Ty Gilligan, the boat number 23, Yarrawonga 4x4 MSC signs, and of course the DTG. Dave Green, big supporter of a lot of the people in this series. So he's got to just sit in there because he's obviously on here. This championship battle between him and the man out in front in Phantom in Lockie Bride has been on all year. They're both good friends off the water, but on the water, this is Australian Championship stuff. They want to win it. This is a huge team sport, Dave. The commitment by the teams and the families. You travel all across the country. There's minimum 3 races every weekend, plus qualifying. So it's a massive commitment to keep these things right at the point end of the field.
There we go, mate. Yellow flag for M1 traffic, and Lockie Bride is going to come through, and this could be an Australian championship for him. He's got 1 lap to go. He needs to concentrate now. His dad probably needs to stop talking to him. Just put your head down and get it done.
Well, I can see Mum Josie Shaw down here. She's got the phone out and she's just uncrossed her fingers and she started to take a breath. I was going to get a medic down here just to check on her sisters down there. She's on the poles as well. So the beautiful Riley Bride dads down there sitting comfortably on the water's edge. They will go bananas. He's entering turn number 3 right now. This is the white boat with the green machine. We pick him up on screen, being televised live around the world. If you're watching us internationally, keep your eye on this kid. Remember his name. He is about to swing out wide and pick up the crowd, Dave, for his last lap. This will be the unofficial Australian champion for Formula 4 for 2025. Go wild for the kid, the driver of Phantom, and all the team of Bride Family Racing, Mr. Lachlan Bride, ladies and gentlemen.
The Prey Mantis gets it done, Murph, as we come through, and it's going to be second place. And it is Tyler Gilligan in the Yarrawonga 4x4, getting it done beautifully.
Congratulations to Ty, the Epic Racing crew and all of their fans, and Mr. Budlight Racing himself. Didn't see him all series, but when we did, he was electric. Well done to Mr. Jack Meads, and welcome back to the pointy end of the field to this young gun. Give him a round of applause. This is Jackson, the Wild Man Second in the Go RV Marine Machine. First time back after destroying that boat, and great to see them back out on the water. But I tell you what a competition, what a series. It's been a privilege and an honour to watch these guys race. They've had horrible conditions. We've had to call races off. They've been submarining. They've been upside down. I can now talk about it to Darren Bride because they've had horrible electrical issues.
Yeah.
I can see his sister down there, the beautiful Riley Bride with the terrible Pit Viper glasses, just fist pump in the air.
Yeah, they are shocking.
Well
she's pretty enough to pull it off.
But, he's going to come and buzz you along the crowd, ladies and gents, so please take your hat off and wave it in the air. He can't hear you, but he can certainly see you. This is a 17-year-old kid that's just achieved one of the things he's been chasing for a long, long time. In an Australian Championship of Formula 4, he'll have tears under the eyes of the cockpit. I have right now. I know his mum will be beside herself down there.
Oh, look at him. He's got the hatch going. The Prey Mantis, looking right, ladies and gentlemen. Australian champion for 2025. Give it up for him. Great drive. Great series.
And he's going to blow that Mercury 60 FI up, just trimming it to the moon.
And he's a member of the Victorian Speedboat Club, mate. They hate our ports, those guys. And I say it's got VH registration, Victorian Hydroplane. So there you go.
There you go. They're very confused. Hey, mate, well, that is actually formally me done. So I thank our sponsors before. I'll give them one more shout out. 4 Tree Lawyers, Project Roofing, the team from Mercury, 321 Ignition Media, all our support partners throughout the highway. Most importantly, all of our driving members, our support crews and our families. Mate, it's been an absolute privilege and pleasure. I said this before. That is the Australian Formula Powerboat Grand Prix Championship signing off. I can see the Phantom Racing crew just casually heading back here because I think there's going to be a little bit of showboating. And tell you what, Reece Coles will be upset he didn't think about this one before. But I think it's time for him to buzz the tower. I'm going to let you guys go and welcome back to the commentary box, Mr. Vaughan Brewer. As I go down there and personally congratulate that young man on achieving something he has dreamed of for a very long time.
Thank you, Andrew. Good job, mate. Thank you very much. Vaughan Brewer, welcome back into the commentary box. And the kids have got the job done there. It's not a junior category, actually. We talk about it like it is. It's just where all the juniors tend to go after they come out of the junior ranks. But Lockie Bride, ladies and gentlemen, he's got the lid off now. He's got the checkered flag in his hand. The Prey Mantis, give it up for him as he comes out. We want to see some donuts. And now the boat won't start.
Yeah.
better
I tell you what,
now than earlier. There he goes.
He joins an elite group of kids under the age of 18 that actually have won an Australian title.
Yep.
That's like the pinnacle of his particular sport and a well-deserved winner. I know I was talking to Darren earlier on this morning and that they were up fiberglassing that boat last night.
Yeah,
and, what a turnaround.
They put their heart and soul in it. Congratulations, Darren and Josie as well. Fantastic effort. And let's hope he doesn't barrel roll it doing this stuff. That'd be embarrassing. And Lockie Bride, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him, your Australian champion for 2025.